In today's video, I'm going to be going over 8 Warframes new players can get their hands on within the first few hours of gameplay. I'll be going through how to obtain every single one, along with the strategy involved with defeating all of the assassination targets that you need to overcome in order to get these Warframes. Before we start, consider liking the video and subscribing if you're new. I deeply appreciate it. The first Warframe we're going to focus on is Rhino, which in my opinion is everybody's second Warframe they may get inside the game. Rhino is very useful as his second ability creates a rather huge armor shield which can be useful for new players that might struggle with taking damage in Warframe. Rhino is obtained through the assassination mission Fossa on Venus. Your target on the node is the Corpus boss Jackal, a 4-legged robot with a wide range of attacks and only one weakness. In order to defeat him, you must first destroy one of his legs, forcing him to go into a grid wall attack. While this is up, you must dodge the walls as they will in most cases critically damage or kill you if you are a new player. I recommend staying close to Jackal until he decides to slam down into a massive shockwave that will send you flying if you do not jump in time. Once this concludes, he will attempt to auto-repair on the leg that you damaged, allowing you to get close and use your Parazon to permanently damage his health. Repeat this 3 more times to kill the boss and allow you to get to the end, winning you 1 piece of the Rhino Warframe. Repeat this boss however many more times to get all 3 of Rhino's blueprints and then buy his main blueprint in the marketplace for credits. The second Warframe we will touch on is Hydroid, which can be obtained from defeating Counselor Valkyr on the node Oro on Earth. In order to access this mission, you do need to be Mastery Rank 5 and have your Archwing done, so make sure you have both squared away. Valkyr is a multi-part boss with his first phase flying throughout the map with you, screaming about how he's going to defeat you while shooting at you. In order to advance the phase, you need to land hits square in the face when his mask opens up, as the rest of his body will take no damage. I recommend bringing a precision-type weapon such as a rifle or a sniper, or something that can hit with 1 or 2 shots. After doing this a few times, he will retreat into a massive arena where you basically need to do the same thing again, although this time with more Grineer around you. You must do this until his entire health bar is gone, whereafter he will pretend to be beaten before retreating into a large mecha body. This body, unlike the small drone body, can take any damage, so simply fire at it until he is defeated. After defeating him, make it to the end where you will get one of the parts for Hydroid. Rinse and repeat until you have his 3 base Warframe parts, then buy his main blueprint at the marketplace. The next Warframe on the list is Excalibur, who can be found after defeating Lech Krill on War, Mars. Krill is somewhat unique, as the only way to make him vulnerable is to first destroy the 4 coolant pipes on his back. These are kind of hard to do, especially alone, as he will not give you much leeway to get behind him to shoot at said pipes. Because of this, I heavily recommend bringing a friend along with you to either distract him or shoot at his back while you are the distraction. I also recommend bringing something like a shotgun that can do spread damage, making it easier to hit all of the pipes. After all 4 pipes are destroyed, you are able to truly defeat him. His body will engulf in flames, which will also do damage to you if it hits you. Once you stop him, head to the end where you will be rewarded with one of the Excalibur parts. Repeat this until you have all 3 of his parts and buy his main blueprint from the market. Our next Warframe will be Nekros, which can be obtained by fighting the 3-headed infested boss Lephantis on the node Magnasidium on Deimos. In Phase 1, you will be required to fight each of the boss's heads individually. Each head is only damaged through hitting the reddish-pink spot on its head, neck, or other parts of its body, meaning that the rest of his body is invulnerable to attack. Once you beat all 3 heads, you will fall below to the 2nd floor where Lephantis' main body resides. Phase 2 is basically the same as Phase 1. You must defeat each head by striking them in the reddish-pink spot. Once you do this, the battle is over and you will obtain 1 part of Nekros once you extract at the end. Rinse and repeat until you have his 3 main parts and buy his main blueprint from the market. Before we get to the next Warframe, which is Mag, I need to warn you that the boss behind obtaining her is difficult. Out of all the bosses we're covering today, the Sergeant is actually difficult. He's so hard that I recommend grinding a little bit before getting to him. Thankfully, he's optional and you don't have to go through him, so I suggest beefing up a bit before fighting him. Once you're ready, he can be found on the node Iliad, Phobos. You find the boss at the end of the Corpus ship. While getting to him, the Sergeant will call you all sorts of names, saying how useless you are as a player, and mentioning how it is a mistake to fight him. Trust me, he's not wrong. When you finally meet him, mentally prepare yourself. Step back and pray that you have enough revives for this fight. Allow him to make the first move. It is a nice thing to do after all. Then, with all of your might, and with the help of your friends, you kill him with a few shots. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's so easy. He's quite literally the easiest boss in the game, with so little health that you could blink and he would probably die. I feel like most new players could probably solo him, with the hardest part of the mission actually being getting to him. Anyway, once you finish him off, get to the end and grab one of Mag's parts. Do this until you have all 3 of her base parts, then buy the blueprint from the marketplace. Our 6th Warframe today will be Frost. Frost's Warframe will be easy to explain, as the bosses you have to fight are both Lich Krill and Captain Vor. I've already covered Lich Krill, and by this point you've probably already fought Vor, but as a refresher, Vor will fight you mostly from a distance and occasionally bring up a shield that makes him invulnerable. Just whittle him down until he expires. Thankfully, he isn't that hard and probably will be the first one that you defeat out of the 2. Once you finish both of them off, head to the end and get one of Frost's main parts. Do this until you have all 3 and grab the main blueprint from the market. Valkyr is our 7th Warframe today. She can be obtained by defeating the little Sane, Alidv, and his pet Zanuka on the node Themesto Jupiter. Besides being hyper annoying, Alidv is weak, making the only thing you have to worry about is his pet Zanuka. The Zanuka can heal Alidv if he goes down, so focus your fire on first getting rid of his shields, then taking down the robot dog. Once you defeat both, you can extract at the end and get one of Valkyr's main parts. Get all 3 and buy her main blueprint from the market. The last Warframe I want to talk about is Nova. Nova can be obtained by fighting the Raptors, a group of Corpus bosses on Nama Europa. This boss is unique as you have to use what they drop in order to destroy the Corpus bot factory that is below the arena. Once you reach it, destroying one of them will drop a charge that you must pick up and drop in one of the 3 vents in order to destroy it. Do this 3 times and the fight will be over. After you finish the mission, you will get one of Nova's main parts. Repeat this until you get all of her 3 main parts and buy her main blueprint from the marketplace. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to make every single guide simple and easy to understand for all players, both new and advanced, and I hope you feel comfortable to share it with others that may also need it. If you enjoyed this video, please do remember to give it a like, as it is very much helpful for pushing it through the algorithm, and if you're a brand new player, consider subscribing to the channel so that you may see more content that I post like this. You may also see a playlist down in the description or on my channel that shows other things like this, such as how to obtain platinum for free, or how to become a good starting player in the game of Warframe. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Have a good day. Bye!